Sustainability is part of a very large business imperative of the U.S. Postal Service. If you take a look at the Postal Service, like any other post out there, we are suffering from revenue loss. And of course, when you want to continue to be a healthy going concern, you've got to do everything you can from a cost standpoint at the same time. So one of the keys for us has been to look at things like energy usage, costs around wastes, costs around what we do with water and water management, and we focused on improving what we do there, and it has had a positive effect on the bottom line. One of the things we've done in the Postal Service is to look across large chunks of energy usage, waste management, and set some targets around how where we want to be at a certain point in time. And then, of course, we measure those on a regular basis, by month, by quarter, have reports, and we follow up. So one focus has been energy usage. That was probably the first one we worked on. And the original approach was lay the targets out. We had some projects that we were working from an energy perspective with our facilities, but we found we weren't moving fast enough. So we put together what we call lean green teams, and it's kind of a follow-through of our focus on lean and Six Sigma to improve process and take costs and waste out of the organization. We thought, hey, that would work great if we move it right over into the sustainability efforts. So the lean green teams, they're made up of people all through the organization. We have 555,000 people. Lean green teams are made up of letter carriers, clerks, postmasters, facility managers, maintenance people, all the way up through the organization. They've taken these challenges on and have come up with some great ideas. Bottom line is, we had set for ourselves a 30% energy reduction goal from where we were in 2006 to be accomplished by 2015. We're there already. And a lot of the energy savings have come about through just common sense things like managing the lighting in a facility, turning the lights off, simple investments like programs to keep energy usage down when you're not using the building. And we've also made some big investments in facilities, but bottom line, we've been able to reduce the numbers that way. A couple of the other things we've focused on is waste management. We generate a lot of waste in the Postal Service based on standard mail that comes through that does not get delivered. A person moves, at the cost of postage, we don't forward that mail. So we looked at that and focused on how to reduce the cost. The first thing you do is you go back up the chain and improve your mailing list for the customers. That's saving them money. That's not even generating the mail piece. But by the time it came out to our facilities, we've again, through the lean green teams, we put together some great work around recycling. So rather than spending money to have trash hauled away to a landfill, we take it now and turn it into recycle and make money from that. We measure everything in the Postal Service. One of our sayings is, what gets measured gets done. So we measure service, cost, revenue generation, customer satisfaction. We also measure what we do from a sustainability standpoint. And so one of our areas of focus was waste and what we take to landfills. And so we set some targets, set them out through the organization, and what we've been able to achieve there is the elimination of 220,000 tons of waste going to landfills. The other benefit with that, between avoiding costs in landfills and revenue coming off of the sale of this recycled material, we've also been able to improve our bottom line by $21 million. When you have an electric bill that is north of $650 million, you have to focus on managing that portion of what you spend from an energy standpoint, and we do that. We've got a number of projects across the organization, anywhere from big investments in heat and air conditioning systems to management of our lighting systems, to just focusing on turning the lights off when you're not there. And we've spread these ideas and these projects throughout the organization, and the same with the mindset on saving energy. And some of the results we've seen have been really good. One of our facilities down in Miami, our processing and distribution center, has saved almost $500,000 over this time frame, this 5 or 6 years, in eliminating electric usage. So when you set your mind to doing something and you measure it, it can be done. Bottom line for us, sustainability is part of the entire business plan. It's the right thing to do, but from a financial standpoint, it's also the right thing to do. And any post today facing what we face, you've got to be looking at anything and everything you can to improve the bottom line of the business. And managing the sustainability efforts is definitely one way to get there.